morning because we reach again a new day. Thanks be to God that He is always faithful and merciful. The only thing that I cannot predict is when this particular employer or school will call me for job offer as HRD or personnel HRD, HRM or director. I guess that is the same as the personnel officer in charge of hiring of teacher applicants. Because I went to the different process, particularly the demo teaching, the panel interview. There were almost 3 hours and a half to, you know, undergo such interview with the executive vice president, with the dean, with the principal, with the faculty, with the program director or program coordinator, I mean, and the HR manager. That's the word, HR manager or HRMO director. So it's amazing because your co-applicants are just fresh graduate, but they are still waiting for the graduation this coming July. So there are already applicants. They are already looking for job. They did not even take the licensure examination for that matter. That's why, as I said, it is not what you know. It is not the knowledge that you can, apply. But why do you apply? Timely, the college I went through has the core values. Hi, thank you for listening, and this is my first time to I cannot understand if this is Russian or Lorimar. Is this Russian? What do you mean by poke eye, Aaron Wilson? What does poke eye mean? So, as I continue, I will just give some tips for those people are looking for, jobs or online tasks. Look for legitimate employers, legitimate, if they're really hiring, if they're really looking for employees, because there are some advertisements or some employers are considered also as scam, you know, especially if they're using social media. So they're looking for scamming people. So be careful. Even if you go to domestic, where there are still scammer. What about this? So, as I said, be careful. Do not hesitate to ask higher authorities to verify their advertisement. There are some people who are looking for jobs and then only to find out at the end of the day it is a scam. So, as I told you, you have to verify first before going through the different processes. If it is a school, then if it is company, then you look for their legal registration, something like that, certification of registration. There is still many people who scam themselves. Okay? Scamming is a legal issue, especially if they're using social media platforms, especially Facebooks, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and the like. So be careful, okay? So today is June 10th. 6 days from now, the basic education will open their classes on Monday, next Monday already, this coming Monday already. So the Department of Education will open their first June classes because during the pandemic it was August or September is the opening, but today or this 2025, 2026, they open now to June and ends on April 2026. For those who are elementary students, high school students, up to senior students, let us make our days in school exciting, wonderful, challenging. Do not use the days in school as, troublemakers, as problem, bringers. There are still people like that. There are still. So as a teacher, you should have quite enough patience. Okay? So, very difficult. Teaching profession is not the best vocation, but it is the noblest profession of all professions. As I said, if you are a teacher, you should practice what you teach. If you are a lawyer, you try to make balance and check with your allegations, accusations, decisions in general, especially if you are judge in a particular trial court. And then if you're a doctor, be sure to prescribe the correct medicines, the correct dosage so that they will not met accidents. But if you are a teacher committing a mistakes, there is a generational, commission of mistakes. It will not stop until the generation will, you know, collapse. So it's very difficult to a teacher committing a mistake. Okay? So if you are Russian or other language in the word, translate it because I cannot understand. I can understand English, I can understand Arabic, Tagalog, but not the Russian, or if you are English can do, all right? So that's all. Thank you very much for listening, and please subscribe my YouTube channel, Great Author 2025. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to all of you in this world. Thank you very much.